Okay, I'm back. Um, you heard the story of Rudolph, the most traumatic motion picture ever made. Traumatic, not dramatic. It could be, well, I'm not going to say the most dramatic, that would be crazy. But the most traumatic, absolutely. And I'm starting to get calls from people, from friends of mine, concerned for me. You know, um, they're concerned about what I look like. They're concerned about, have I lost my mind? Well, I just saw South Park, and it was the one where it's on. Well, it's on. And I have to talk about the little girl right away who was calling me stupid, in the office because I couldn't handle the cell phone properly or to her liking or whatever it was. And the story goes like this. She comes in, she sees me fumbling on the cell phone. She goes, "You need help." So I'm like, I give her the phone. I need something on there. I needed TVG to be put on there. And I'm like having some struggles and what have you. And she goes, "What is that?" I go, "It's horse racing." What? She asked me a question. Done. Eh. And I go, huh. And her mother's like getting a little upset because she's teeing off on Dr. Fat for absolutely no reason. And I knew I had this kid. It's a done deal already. You know, after Rudolph, you know who I dealt with as a mother. You haven't met my sisters yet. They were just as delightful as my mother. From 0 to 20, I never heard a nice word out of any of them. All four teeing off at the same time. So this little girl's batting practice to me, and she doesn't know what's about to happen, and I'm going to tell you. And this is why it's on now. People are calling me stupid and my appearances and all of this. This is already getting out of control. So, anyway, I ask her mother, I go, "Could you please call me?" Which my number now is on my cell phone. It only took 30 years. I never had a cell phone. So now she calls the cell phone, and I give the cell phone back to the little girl, and I go, "Okay, answer it, please." And my cell phone has that circular thing, and when it rings, it gets bigger and smaller. What do you call that thing? Symbol or icon? Icon. Okay, there you go. Icon. So, and it goes big and then shrinks, big and then shrinks. And her mom calls the phone. And the phone rings. I give it to the little girl. And the little girl's like pressing the icon or tapping the icon. And the phone's not answering. Okay, phone's not answering. And she looks at me and I look at her. And she's giving me the face a little bit more. And while she's giving me the face, I go, "Hello, who is it?" And she looks at me in disgust. And she says, "You're stupid and your phone's stupid." And she gives me the phone. And I just give it a little swipe. "Hello, who is it?" And her mother was buckling, laughing. So I got that little girl real good, and I'm going to get everybody who's telling me I'm crazy, I'm insane. This is impossible to tell the most perfect love story. Friend of mine came over last night. She's concerned that if this ever does get out, that my career is in jeopardy. My career. I work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and pay the bills and barely make a living. What career is this woman talking about? John, John, you have to be careful. People are going to think you're crazy. Are you serious? Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, everybody I know on those days thinks I'm out of my mind. Only the people that I see Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday think I'm normal because I play it straight Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The other days of the week, I've been with my father going, this is what I do. People have been asking me for 30 years. They go, "What's so great about what you do that you run out of your office so quickly?" It's like Carl Lewis in the jolting out of the blocks, Usain Bolt. I can't believe you're so fast and so happy to leave such a great situation. I go, it's great in your mind. It is. It's nice. I deal with beautiful people. I love it. It's very nice. They just, you know, they've been beautiful for 30 years. It's great, you know. But where I go and what I do, well, now it's on. You're going to see. And while you see what I've been doing for the last 51 years of my life, you're also going to hear the most perfect love story ever told. And she gives me a question like, and it's a good one. The love of my life is my father. That's plain and simple. People haven't even gotten that yet. First sentence of the first show. What part of the love of my life died a year ago and I'm starting the show today? Was unclear. I don't get that. But, who are you talking about? I am clearly talking about my father. Okay? He is the love of my life, undoubtedly. End of story. That's the way it's always going to be. And always was. I lied to everybody else. He's the love of my life. End of story. So, anyway, she gives me the question, but are you the love of his life? Like, you're telling the perfect love story here. And I'm like, you're throwing me softballs. I'm like, what part am I going to prove this pick six style? But it's not just pick six style, it's rainbow pick six style where there is only one winner. So it has to be a perfect story. Only one person wins. There's 7 billion people on the planet, and there's 7 billion tickets alive. So, with that little girl calling me stupid, and over the last year, so many people feeling sorry for me, okay? Feeling sorry for me. Why? Because my father died. He was 81 years old. I'm telling you all, you haven't even begun to hear all the fun and games I had with this man for 51 years of my life. You feel sorry for me? And I'm telling you, I had 56 perfect years of love from the love of my life for 56 years. And people are feeling sorry for me. Don't waste your time. Listen, I love the criticism. It's wonderful. Dr. Fat Lucky Cat at gmail.com. Keep them coming. You know, the ugly ones, the fat. Look, my father, I will explain to you with this story today. And it's two parts because I'm going to keep this, uh, as soon as it gets close to 10 minutes, I'm cutting. Okay? The next story is Handball Man. Okay? The beginning of the life with the superhero. And you're going to hear this story. But I'm going to wrap this episode up now. We're going to definitely make a bet today. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's on now, like Butters in when he was the national tap dancing championship and then killed everybody in the auditorium with the tap dancing. It's on, and I will prove it. And my friends, relax. Am I insane? Please. This particular woman knew me for like 30 years. Am I insane? Have a great day, Dr. Fat. I'll be back with Handball Man.